Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. I am using the Eucalyptus Planner Girl images from Lily's Picture World off of Etsy, and I will link her shop down below. But I really liked the vibe of spring as well as getting stuff done. Of course, I printed some boxes. I have some month stickers as well as some date stickers in order to date my spread. I do only have one sheet of images today, and sometimes I like a lot of options. Other times it's fine if I only have a few, but having extra stickers for me isn't a problem since I do decorate my Hobonichi cousin and I have a couple of other notebooks that I sometimes put images in. I do want to decide which washi tape I want to use, and this little container is just my go-to washies. I do have a wall next to me that is full of washi tape, as well as a few washi drawers that have washi tape in them as well, but I thought I would start here in this container. And then I just pulled a few options. That one green that I'm holding out is my favorite, and I thought I had reordered it, but instead I reordered two other green colors. I also went ahead and pulled some of the green washi tape off of the wall to see if any of these options were better. I do think that no matter how many washi tapes I have, I always feel like I don't have the right match or the right color. Most of these were either too lime green or too Kelly green, and I needed something a little bit lighter and more bluish. So I did grab another set off of the wall and I went with this bluish green washi tape instead of all of the other options that I had already looked at. The other reason why I tend to lean towards the Planny Things grid washi tape is because I like the thickness of that. On these thicker washi tapes, I feel like it just takes up too much room on the page and adds too much visual weight. So here I'm going to go ahead and rip down the washi tape by hand. I'm just going to roughly do it in half, and then I am going to use that as the basis for my decorative boxes. And you definitely don't need a fancy washi tape cutter, but this one is from Live Love Posh. If you don't have one, you can always use the edge of a ruler or a used up gift card, or you could just always rip it by hand if you don't mind the rougher edges. So for my weekly planner, I like to leave that top row for calendar items usually, and then one of the other two boxes for each day will have decorative items, and then the other box will have an area for tasks. So we're just starting here in the bottom right hand corner on Saturday and Sunday and putting a cluster together. I did want to drop in a few boxes here. I'm guessing there will be stuff happening this weekend because it is the weekend right after school finishes up. A little catch up on what's been going on around here while I put clusters down. You might be able to tell that my voice is still not 100%, and although I feel pretty good now, I still just cannot get over that cough that lingers. And I don't feel like I've been one that has had a lot of allergy issues in the past, but that is certainly what this has been feeling like. My friends that do have allergies have said that they are extremely bad this year, so I'm just assuming that that is what this is. I have been really trying to take care of myself, though. I have a tendency to get pneumonia really easily if I'm sick, so I'm trying to prevent that at all costs. I just go down hard when I get pneumonia. In addition to my illness, I've also been on a couple trips with my bestie. I had to make a quick trip to Cincinnati for a funeral. My aunt also passed away, and I think we are finally done dealing with the new dryer saga. But that, in addition to my full-time job, just has been a lot. We are also wrapping up the end of the school year. My daughter went to DC and then came home sick. She's been trying to deal with her finals and being ill. My son had the end of his soccer season, so we had two soccer tournaments. My son does have finals this week, and then my daughter has a bunch of eighth grade activities to do. And then we will start shifting into the summer activities. Unfortunately, our house, like the exterior of our house and our gardens, are not quite ready yet because the weather has just been unseasonably cold and it's also been very rainy. We did get some luck for some soccer tournaments, but when I'm at a soccer tournament, I am not home in order to get those things done around the house. So now that soccer is done and school is almost done, we will be able to get those exterior projects done. The biggest ones are just pressure washing the exterior of the house, getting the garden planted, pulling out our front bushes and replanting them, and then the shed and the house just need some like paint touch-ups and clean out. And now that you have a little bit of a life update, we'll jump back to the spread. Right now, I am just putting washi tape down where I want the decorative boxes to fall. I did want to bring in some more of that washi tape once I got them down at the bottom of the boxes that were going to be decorated. So I am going to go ahead and run that washi tape across the top of these spreads as well. I do want to mention that not all washi tape rolls are created equal. Some of them have a lot more washi tape on them than others. This particular washi tape roll does have quite a bit of washi tape on it, but when I am only using half of a piece to run across each side, that really doesn't use that much washi tape, so this particular roll will last me a long time. The Planny Things washi tape does not have as much tape on it, and I do love that it is already the right width, but it just does not last as long. I do go through those rolls pretty quickly. So if there is a roll that you like that is thicker, don't hesitate in getting it. You can also put it on your paper trimmer if you want a straight edge. But in general, I am trying to be more frugal about what I am buying and thinking about how far you can stretch your supplies, especially when you can get something that is neutral, is one of the best ways that I have found in order to be more frugal with your planning. Many of the washi tapes that I have were gifted to me. I am also a scrapbooker, so a lot of these are left from my scrapbooking days. Also, to keep in mind about washi tape is it does not last forever. So, as much as you want to hold on to your favorite things, I would not hold on to washi tape because the stickiness does start to degrade. And while I am talking about trying to be more frugal with your planner items, I have started doing more digital stickers than the pre-printed stickers. However, everything does have a cost to it. I do still have to buy the sticker paper and I have a Cricut, so that cost as well. But as I mentioned in a previous video, really the biggest cost in printing your own stickers is the time. I do personally try to batch create my stickers. So one Sunday, I will just sit down and spend 2 to 3 hours resizing and printing stickers for the upcoming month or so. Currently, I am still buying quite a few digital images, but that will start to taper off once I get to fall. That's really when I started printing my own stickers. And I do not mind reusing the same images. There are still plenty of ways to make a planner page look different even if you use the same images. So many of these sets have a variety of images, and I don't necessarily use them all on my first spread. You can incorporate different box colors, different washi tapes, or you could just mix up the spread layout itself. I have also been known to choose a different layout entirely. So instead of using the weekly vertical, I might choose a different planner page in order just to mix things up a little bit. But if there is either a digital or a printed sticker shop that you really are a fan of, go ahead and drop that down below. I am always looking for new sticker options. And I do like to have some pre-printed stickers on hand for those weeks where I don't have time to print images or I've already used the images that I have printed. So I am not anti pre-printed stickers. It's just recently I have been leaning towards the digital images. For this week's spread, I have split up the sidebar a little bit. The top area will be for all of the making all the plans videos that I want to work on, and then that bottom section is probably going to be for errands, unless I don't have any, and then I will probably use that bottom section for making all the plans admin tasks. The boxes this week will most likely be used for the exam schedule, the extra activities that the eighth graders are doing, and I think we also have a graduation party or two this weekend. So those items will go in the boxes that I'm dropping in. One thing that I do find interesting when I'm laying out my spread is how full my planner pages look or how sparse they look. I'm feeling like this week looks very full, even though the boxes and the images are fairly light, whereas a lot of weeks I feel like it's very sparse, even though there's probably about the same amount of images and boxes on the spread. But if you find yourself liking certain weeks in your planner more than others, pay attention to how that weight looks and whether or not that is drawing you back into your spread or driving you away. One thing that I found I hated about my planner when I would finish is when I would hand write in my dates. That's why I took the time to pre-print these dates out so that I could just go ahead and drop them into my planner each week. Even though I don't need a perfect planner, I do like to start out with it looking nice and neat and put together. But when I would handwrite those numbers in, it just didn't look as polished as I would have liked it to. I'm going to go ahead and take one more look through my sticker sheets and see if there are other images that I want to go ahead and use on this spread. I was hoping to find something that could go in the white space over on Sunday, but I thought this was just a little too much there next to the bigger image, so that will end up staying blank. Once I do find a home for this planter, I will go ahead and get my Christian's Design stencil out for my lines, and I will drop in lines for the week. I am just going to fill the box with lines because this will be a weird week. I've been out a lot, I'm back, I'm feeling better, so I do want to have a spot to drop all of even the littlest items on here, which I know there will be a lot of since it is the last week of school. Then once I get these lines in, this will be my spread for the week. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you do have a favorite sticker shop, don't forget to link it down below. I hope everybody has a great end of May, and I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.